So we move on to round 21. There is just Brazil, Vegas and Abu Dhabi left on this 2024 Williams Season 2, and we're getting closer to the front. Well, not considering if you're taking Red Bull for account, because look at that. Big battle between Ferrari and Aston Martin. We are fighting Mercedes as hard as we can. But for now, we're going to set our targets. We've got to get both cars into Q2. That is an absolute must. We've got to get both cars into Q3. I mean, there's no reason why we can't. We are finishing position. I think we can have at least one driver here in the top 6. So I'm going to put that in, and we've got our finishing streak that's going to land us some more money as well. So Sao Paulo, what can we do? And it is a sprint race, remember, in Sao Paulo. So we'll do practice and we'll be back, but parts are looking limited now. Moderate rain in practice and qualifying as well. So times are improving out there. As you can see now, we're 3.2 seconds off pole position of Perez in Q1, and that is because it is now a fully dry track. So Porsche and Albon are going to set their times. They've got a nice decent big straight ahead where they have got clear air. So this is going to be a hopefully good lap time. They're going to need it if they want to not have to go again. Look at Piastri's time, only 5 tenths off Perez. It was green in the first sector, 18.3 and 18.3 by both. So very, very close times. What about through the middle sector? Can Albon improve? Because he's going to need it. He goes purple, 33.4. And you can see now, 33.3. As we come across the line, it is P2, 1,000th of a tenth off. Porsche goes on to the front row. We're only in Q1. Calm down. We're only in Q1. We don't want to get too excited. We're only in Q1. Because Red Bull surely going to absolutely dominate quite quickly in this session. We definitely don't need to go again though. That's the good thing. I hope that's raw pace. Alonso going 100ths off Leclerc. Okay, here they come. Alright, we're not as fast as we thought we were. Damn. That looked good. I thought I was generally had great pace there, and I thought, right, we could be on the front row here. Maybe not. P5, P9. And look at these penalties. Hamilton, Perez, Gasly, Yuki, Oscar, George. Massive penalties coming in. I mean, wets? Wets? Really? Is it that bad out there? Well, see, dry again at the end. We don't need to... I mean, I'm going to go anyway. I want to set a lap time. I want to get the boys thinking they are the dominant team. We want to get them on pole. Just to get that feeling of a nice sitting P1, P2 in the garage. So we cross the line, 1:15.9. And it is a 1:16 flat for Porsche. A lot of cars now coming out as well. We'll probably have to go inters in this race, this session too. Just... Well, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, changes to damp. But I don't think we need to. So it's going to get a bit nervy here in qualifying because we're in Q2. The track is... Oh my god, we're right behind a Ferrari. Why do... We're going to go out. Albon is not going to be improving surely past the Ferrari here. Oh, why do we just close up and never back off? It annoys me. But maybe the Ferrari can tow us all the way around with DRS. That is the hope. And fingers crossed we don't lose too much time. We're green in the first sector, 18.3. Porsche does an 18.3 as well. So maybe a chance that we can get both cars through. And we need a bit of time. What about middle sector? We're coming up to that middle sector now. And we're doing a 33.7. Porsche in clean air. 33.8, so this is not affecting Albon. It's dragging him along, and across the line we get... Wow, we're only P8. Oh, Jesus. Porsche. Where's the time gone? How are we not getting through? How? Wow, Porsche doesn't get through. 12th. Lot of penalties. What sort of lap time? 5 tenths slower. must have made a mistake in the final sector or got held up, because he would have been around there if he's gone by his Q1 pace. Wow, that's frustrating. And now we're back on Inters again. Oh no, I wanted us to be higher up. What's the weather doing? I mean, there's no point sending again, but we're going to send. Just dry. Seems to be the order of the day. So we'll do our lap time. Let's skip through, because there's no general point of seeing this, because we're going to have to come out for dries, and Albon does a 15.1. And look at that, slipping down. Our acceleration is the problem in this track. We haven't got great acceleration. Expecting it to be dry at the end of the session. The question is, will everybody else go early onto Inters? Well, I thought it is going to be dry. There's quite a few cars going out though. We're going to wait. Track changes to damp. Everyone's on an out lap. Wow, Verstappen goes early on the tyres. And now we're going to go with Albon, leaving it just under 2 minutes. We should get the best time out here. And I'll tell you what, Verstappen is going to... I mean, he's gone purple in the first sector. So, he timed it well. Of course, Red Bull timed it well, and we panic and think maybe they haven't. But, of course, they have. They're Red Bull at the end of the day. They're on about 800 and something points. But can this Williams get some more points? We need it, because Albon's only 7th and Pourchaire's out. I can't believe Piastri, look at that, 7 tenths off. Just off the interval, that is, to Alonso. Not sure how he managed to get through. And we didn't. But down the straight we go. First sector is an 18.2. That's improvement from Pourchaire. From his dry runs, that is, as well. Let's see what he can do, Albon, sorry, through this middle sector. What is he going to do? Can it go purple or will it go green? 33.5, it's green. Hopefully it's a consistent lap time, because we're currently P10. Piastri P4. P2, 4 tenths to Alonso, but I'm surely there's more cars to come. And we're going to slip down. Leclerc gets us again. With Leclerc around, we can never start on the front row. He always gets us. Always. And we'll skip through practice. We don't want to do that, because we've got the race of the sprints coming up. Quite a few penalties to be accounted for. So Pourchaire is going to move up the grid here, which is going to be music to our ears, because we need that from a qualifying position. Sprint time, and I believe it has got to be the mediums, which we are running. 24 laps of us trying to get through the field, and that field is not too bad. It's 3rd and 12th. Remember, we have to remember, penalties only take place in the main race, which I keep forgetting. But it's time to get the show on the road, as Albon and Pourchaire from P3 and P12 get this away. And we are going round the front of the Ferrari. Already down the straight we go. This could be a fantastic battle. We're all neck by neck, side by side, into turn 3. Williams trying on the curb to get through. Leclerc, let's go on board. He's trying to hang it there. And from the Ferrari, oh, he's coming back. Can we hold off? At the minute, yes we can, and we are up to P2. Alex Albon, fantastic start, but he's going to be a sucker for DRS next lap. Come on. Pourchaire's up to P11, made 1 place. Leclerc, yellow flag. It's not for Pourchaire. It's always good. Bottas ran wide, who is 19th. We are closing on Verstappen. Got DRS enabled as well. Anybody running the softs around here? No, we are putting the fastest first sector. Pourchaire now getting the fastest first sector. Williams coming alive early on, but we are pushing. Another yellow flag out there. Not for us again. It is Piastri running a ride this time from P8. Come on, Albon. Let's see what you've got. Verstappen's going quicker now. And we've lost a second to the gap. Cross the line. We've got just the 8 tenths, 6 tenths, 5 tenths to the Ferrari. You know we're going to be a sitting duck. We're going to top up and manage. We're going to have to cut the fuel down. We're going to we're going to go standard because tyres are going to be a problem. Let's just see. It's not our race. That's the thing you got to think about here. We're not really in the fight just yet with Ferrari, Aston Martin and Red Bull. We are literally the best of the rest, and it's a fight with Mercedes. So I'm not too disappointed if they come past, but DRS is going to open here as we go on to the view above and into turn 1. The Ferrari gets ahead, but we will get potentially DRS back down, and here comes the Williams again up the inside, tries to squeeze him. Is he going to stay ahead? Who's got the bigger parts? Yellow flag again. People love going wide and locking up. Bottas again on edge today. But 6 tenths. I mean, I'll be happy as long as we beat the Mercedes with Albon. I will be very happy. Pourchaire's 6 tenths behind, but he's got Sainz in the Ferrari right behind him. And that is surely going to be a sitting duck, isn't he not? Let's move Albon up to neutral. Sainz still sitting there. Let's go back to neutral as well. Just trying to close. We can't close at the moment. Pourchaire just struggling a little bit. Let's go aggressive on the tyres. What about Albon? Staying within at the moment. We're all over the back of Charles Leclerc. We've gone aggressive on the tyres because they were going to be able to manage them nicely. We're only a tenth. You can see we've just used around the same percentages as Leclerc. Obviously, Sainz has just got Pourchaire. Well, we missed that when we were going through. But now up the straight, Leclerc has abandoned his pursuit of Verstappen. We take DRS and we are into P2. But you know what's going to happen? It is the old kick and the karma of DRS, because the Ferrari comes back at us, goes to the inside line, and he is going to get ahead. And he's going to stay ahead at the moment in there. We are just conserving again with tyres. Pourchaire right behind Sainz, and there's a bit of a DRS train. All the way back from Leclerc, actually, which is interestingly enough. And now up the straight. I tell you what, if we make the move here, I will be going back to a deployment for Albon, who goes round the outside. Let's deploy. I think he's got that position. Well, we're going to deploy anyway now. Can we move to the inside line? Come on, I've been using your ERS. Not yet. Pressure just dropped 6 tenths to Leclerc. Alonso is 2.5 tenths behind. We're going to deploy our ERS system again down the straight because we look for a move on the Ferrari. Still cannot get past, but there's a chance down here again. DRS will open, and now we move to the left hand side for the Williams, and the Williams sticks him wide. He's back in to P2, but this is going to be a switcheroo on the DRS all the way through, as you can imagine. Pourchaire, we're going to deploy. Fancy a move here on Piastri. Let's get rid of him. And now we look like the slow one. Up the hill we go. And we got the Ferrari right behind us. Is he going to go? Is he going to move? He's not going to move. We're going to deploy because I want to try and hold this position. Let's go on board with Charles Leclerc, who moves to the inside but can't get that job done. So we'll top back up. Pourchaire's now got Piastri. Did a DRS helping a long way there. So Piastri moving up forward through the pack. But still P2. I mean, it'll be a brilliant result, but what can we get to? We're going to deploy up the straight again. Surely Leclerc comes back at us here. Now we've used all that. I'm going to top back up. Right on board with Leclerc. We are looking after everything we've got. It's going to deploy again. And then we're going to top up. We are doing that nicely. What do we got? Tyres. Yellow flag. Is that Pourchaire? Oh, for God's sake, Pourchaire.
We've got a yellow flag.
Why, man?
Let's have a look at that. Now, there's
Why? Don't even tell me it's Piastri who's destroyed our race.
has to be
Oh.
pretty risky. Now, the
Pourchaire turns in,
hits with that.
and we're going to have to pit. We've wrecked our race, and we are going to be starting tomorrow's race from the absolute back of the grid, because of Porsche now on 22% of his tyres. We got a penalty! And we got damage. One of the tyres. Minor sidebod, minor suspension damage as well, just to make matters worse, and he comes into the pits. But it's not all doom and gloom. It is compared to Mercedes taking P5 and P6 at the moment. Piastri pits as well. Come on, Porsche, he's now out. Oh, that's frustrating. But if we can make any places up here and get back to it, then at least tomorrow's race will be a little bit easier. Neutral, and we're going to go aggressive on the softs. Albon's still P2. He's just dropping now. Just dropping Leclerc. That would be music to our ears. We're going to keep an eye on. Maybe we could go fastest lap, take it from Red Bull. Doesn't matter because we're at the back anyway. But let's see. It looks like Leclerc has just got us. Unfortunately. Didn't see it happen, but he's just moved ahead. We're going to deploy, or we won't deploy. We'll wait for the next one first. Porsche struggling down the bottom now. Not lapping great at all. We're going to get DRS though. We're going to get blocked out by Leclerc. Can we make the move? No, we can't. Take that off. Take that off. Probably should leave that off more often. 10.9 by Porsche. He's got the McLaren ahead. We're going to deploy. He's got damage though. He's struggling. That is our problem here. And up the straight we go. Just lost out a bit. 3 tenths. And I tell you what, it's Alonso now coming at us. We've all got DRS. Quite a lot of us in this DRS train. And now we go again. Lap 18 of 24. Still can't close up. Albon now. Oh, Alonso's going round the outside. We just can't keep with these. They're pushing now. They look after their tyres well. And we are back down to P4. Porsche has got the time penalty. I feel like I just need to... it's not going to matter for the main race anyway. But Albon is struggling now. He is struggling. We're going to go aggressive. Going to go back to neutral. Russell, we don't want Russell to come past. That would be drama for our championship because we're going to gain, we're going to about equal points or so here because Perez has now got ahead. Perez is coming with Russell though, so this could all change very quickly. Let's ride on board with Russell. We're going to deploy ERS. And at the back, oh, it's just up the inside, Russell. Oh no, it's Russell. It's Perez who went up the inside, sorry. And now we have to top up. Porsche is ahead of Piastri. We're going to top back up again. Can we keep and survive? What was our last lap times? 110.6, 110.4. But I don't think they are any close to... Yeah, 10 seconds is not the best at all. But we'll hang on. And we'll hang on for now. This is a great little battle. Lap 21, up the hill we go. 3 laps to go. Porsche's, well, slowly getting that gap down. Let's attack him anyway, because why not? But we've got both Aston Martin and the Ferrari ahead of us. We're still looking after ERS. We're going to go potentially 3 wide. Nearly. But Russell and Perez are going at it. We need Perez to get Russell. We need to get one of these as well. That would be even better if we could. Still going to save this ERS for the last couple of laps. Probably the last lap and a half. If we can keep within. We're going to probably have to go standard on the tyres. Because down at 39%, we are going to probably end up struggling again. Perez still can't get past. And everyone's getting a bit of better traction off the line, off the corners. But these two luckily holding themselves up. I mean, we're going to have 1 lap to go after this, so we could probably go attacking. It's probably not going to hurt too much. Let's go from here. Can we get any more places in the sprint? We're going to look for a move on Leclerc. Just haven't got the acceleration. But do we have the acceleration? Yes, we do. And Albon is into P3. And now Albon is coming back at Fernando Alonso. Can we get into P2 in this race? Oh! Come on! Alex Albon is up to P2. It is a rapid swing of events. Look at the train. And we are currently in P2. Can we hold it though? The final lap. Verstappen is going to take victory. We've used everything that we've got and up the hill we go. It's going to be a brilliant race from Alex Albon. Or is it? Because this is going to go to the line. Here he comes. Alonso. No, he's got him. No. He's got us on the line. How? What was the gap? What was the gap to Alonso? I mean, we get a podium. I mean, the sprint is the podium. Wow, 0.033. I generally thought we were getting P2. Looking at it, Mercedes just gain. Actually, they gain level points, so they don't gain at all. Oh man, I thought we were getting... Oh, I'd love P2. A chance to jump the Red Bull off... Oh no. Oh no. That is not good. Suspension. Might need to make another one of them. That's not nice either. Albon's got car part ERS damaged. Not a lot I can do about that. I mean, we are going to have to take another ERS. Can we go to there? Add a set of softs. I mean, softs surely last better than what they do on here. Now we go softs. Oh, Jesus. To go another set of mediums. I think we're going to have to go that. I think we potentially do that. Let's see what happens. We're going to monitor it. Oh no, helps if I pick the strategy. Which one did I pick? That one. So, P3. And unfortunately for Porsche, I mean, he's only in P16. So it's not too bad. But, car part damage for Albon, so he's going to take a penalty in the next race. That is frustrating. But Sao Paulo, after an amazing race in Brazil, we are away. Can we get into a bit of revenge on Alonso? That's what we're going to be trying. And already, oh, we might have had it. Mediums for the cars ahead. Albon's on the softs though. He's going to hang it round the outside. Come on, inside line now. Surely is yours on these soft tyres as well. Hulkenberg's locked up already. And we are past Alonso. We've got a bit of revenge, but we are on the more degradable softs. But can we get Max? And can we get P1? We're going to deploy everything still up the straights. We're going to go back to standard on the tyres. This is not our race, but... oh boy, I'm going to give it a go. We're going to go down to aggressive. We're going to still deploy everything. I don't want to deploy the tyres because you can see it's pretty much as stretched as it is. 4 tenths is the gap round halfway through lap 2. And Alonso has got about 2 tenths to us. I mean, these Red Bulls, Aston Martins and Ferraris are very, very quick. That's the annoying part. And you can see already Verstappen has just absolutely dropped us and left us vulnerable to Fernando, who might not even need DRS here. We're not going to battle him too much because clearly there's no point wasting time. And down the outside he'll go. Look at basically the speed that he can carry on the medium tyres. Brake later and he's through. So we're going to drop back a few positions. I mean, you're looking at like P7 is our fight at the moment. But we've got to try and hang it out. We've obviously come off the fuel and everything already to try and help us later on. Porsche is pushing. His ERS is drained as well. But we'll cut back down now. He's going to go a lot longer than a lot of the cars around him. He's the only one with Perez who's down in P12 because of his penalty on the hard tyres. But Albon's bang there on lap 4. And it's a bit even better than that because we've just seen Alex Albon move ahead of Alonso. It's into turn 3, I believe.
Now into turn 5.
Turn 5 even. They count the corners above. That's fine. So Albon moves ahead. Man, look at that for a move.
Albon complete.
Beautiful. Doesn't matter what turn it is, as long as you make the move and you make it stick, you can call it what you want. Albon's into P2. And, I mean, it's going to be very hard to get rid of that 1/10 that we've got. Up the hill we go. Our acceleration, not the strongest car on the grid by a long margin. And now we move to the right-hand side. Alonso leaving it out there. Can't at the minute. We're going to get better traction on the softs. But we know what's coming. Here comes the DRS. These very quick Aston Martins. And here comes a Ferrari on the inside. It is all battle. And it's a Williams, basically, blockage again here. As we race through in P2. I mean, we don't want another photo finish here. We need these two to cause a roadblock themselves. What do we got? Lap 6. We're going to be a sitting duck up this straight, I feel. Because both of these might go side by side at us. It could be free of breath as we cross the line. Up the straight we go. Let's watch on board from this angle even. And actually, we've stayed ahead quite nicely. What can we do? Can we stay ahead? Here comes the Ferrari on us now. We go on board. We defend well. He goes to the outside. Leclerc carries so much more speed. And Alex Albon has to give up position. That Ferrari absolutely lunged. And the good news is, lap 9, we've actually dropped Stroll 1.2 seconds. He's on the mediums, and obviously so we're on the softs. But we're actually right behind Charles Leclerc, who's actually towing us along a little bit. Stroll's now closed up. And we're going to try and have a go at Leclerc. See if we can just break toes here. Not quite literally. But DRS will open. We'll move to the left-hand side. Remember, we're not pushing tyres here. We're going to wait. Maybe we're strategically waiting for the next DRS zone. Here we go. Move to the left. Oh, we just can't get through. And again, Stroll's now really closed up. So he's going to be bang there for DRS. And here we go again. Alex Albon through past Leclerc into turn 5. And let's just see how he did it. DRS is the obvious choice. Yes, DRS to the left-hand side. And this time we get the upper hand. Yes, we do. So, can we keep ahead? Surely we're not going to, because it's just going to be chaos again. We're not even going to bother deploying, because we know the Ferrari is going to come back at us. Here he comes to the outside as Norris just gets past Porsche. We'll focus on this for now, as into the corners we go. We should get DRS out of this corner. We do. We squeak back ahead. And yes, we do. We do finish. It's going to be to-ing and fro-in a lot here. But Albon is back into P2. No, not anymore. Jesus, maybe them medium tyres starting to run a little bit better because he's back past us. We've got a yellow flag out there as well, but that's now finished. So it's Bottas again running wide. Not having a great weekend, is he, old Valtteri? Leclerc's just stretched clear now, but it's only 4/10. We'll close up through the corners. DRS will bring us closer. Stroll not got DRS, but he's got a bit of a slipstream though, all the other. And we're back on fuel. We're managing tyres. I mean, I might go hards in this middle stint. I don't like how basically I can't really push at all. And now Stroll has got past us. I mean, gearbox wear for Albon with parts. I mean, so we're so close to the cost cap as well. Wow, and it's before the DRS. He's last corner up the hill. Got us. So, yeah, that's annoying. But can we keep it? Obviously, we've got to stay ahead as long as we can on this stint. Tyres running out. We are coming into our pit window, though. So we're going to pit, and I'm going to override the strategy and go for hards on Albon because he's struggling in this pack at the moment. Hopefully, we'll come out in some clearish air. I mean, looking at the old leaderboard, I mean, there's a few people in the pits as well. We're going to potentially have a chance. Pourchaire's going to carry on round. He's in a fight at the moment with the Haas, and it's a bit of a DRS train. It's a Haas and an Alfa Romeo. Albon has been jumped by Gasly and Hamilton. That is a pit stop issue. 7.9 seconds again. The frustration continues. What can we do about that? What can we do? Because there's not a lot we can actually do apart from train your staff a bit better, which we're ultimately not very good at. We've got a crash. No,
That's not looking good for Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. It's Charles Leclerc in the lead with the Aston Martin. They are side by side. Where's the crash? Where's the crash? I mean, they're not happy, but where was the actual crash? Yellow flags, and that is it. There was no crash in the end. And now we've got another crash on track. Another crash. Who's this time? Ricciardo's crashed on turn 8.
Closer look.
Is this a proper crash this time?
7th corner.
Oh, he's going to lock up.
That's a pretty big impact.
Oh, he's in the wall. I don't think he's going to be out though, because Danny Rick is still going. I guess who's behind him? Albon. Pourchaire's lost another position to Stroll. That's imaginable, because Stroll is in an Aston Martin. We're going to try and Pourchaire carrying on. Entered the pit window now to go double mediums. Alex Albon's got a bit of spare fuel that we can end up pushing. So just trying to hang this out with Mr. Pourchaire. And who's this coming back? It's Albon now coming back on the McLaren of Piastri. And he gets ahead. Alonso's coming back out. Where's Albon? There he is. Alonso is behind Albon. We've obviously lost out with a bad pit stop as well. So different strategies coming together here. And now we're probably going to just do a couple more laps. Let's really extend these mediums and make them a lot faster at the end. We'll keep pushing. And we've got the Ferrari ahead of us that's going to be pulling us along. Obviously traction is an issue. 9/10 now. But here comes Alonso. We're going to stay ahead. That's going to help us. We're just out of DRS though, so Alonso will come back past here. And I think this is where we call for the medium tyres, because we've held up a little bit. So, if we get him in, he should be a lot quicker towards the end of this. Oh my... Mr. Pourchaire, why am I going to keep you next season when you cannot keep it on the road?
Now we should be able to take a look here. It
He
was
cannot
Williams' drive.
keep it on the road.
Everything's all right.
P13 now. And he just locks up. I mean, that is the end of the tyres if it was ever the end of the tyres. And he's going to come in. He's just got a few big mistakes in him. That is his problem. We're on the hard tyres with Albon, who's only 10th. We're in a bit of difficulty, I feel, with this race at the moment. Perez is out front leading, but he's got almost a pit stop ahead of us on them hard tyres. Pourchaire is back out. He's on the mediums. We're going to just cruise back down now. He's really just killed off his race. It's not been an amazing weekend at all for Pourchaire. So we're now in a hard fought fight, and it is down to tyres. We've just got to watch the tyres. I mean, look how long the softs did get to 20 laps, so that's what we can. If we can get these hards to past 51, we know we're going to be on the softs at the end and probably a lot quicker than everybody else. But we are taking the damage now on these hard tyres because we are lapping a lot slower. We've just been overtook by Russell and Ocon. They are still lapping slightly quicker, not amazingly quicker, but they're both on the softs, and them softs are around the same percentage that we are on. Perez is still out front, and I mean, he's got back to like 19 seconds now, so he'll come back, but he obviously looks like he's doing the one stop. I'd be surprised if he does that on the mediums. But 4 attempts, and it's be Russell attacking Ocon up the hill. Albon be attacking Russell or Ocon, depending on if somebody does get past each other. Need a Mercedes crash or something in this race after the pit stop for Albon and the lockups for Pourchaire. But down into the corner we go, and it's not a move just yet. 10 and 11 still, side by side. Hopefully take each other out, that'd be nice. So another crash out there, another multiple car crash. Porches is okay, he's not injured, so is it for Porsche? Oh, for God's sake.
The McLaren driver here. Tries to get by.
It's the same as Leclerc. I think they must just touch slightly. Oh, so frustrating. Again, having accident-prone Porsche. I mean, he loves it. Porsche's just got back past Piastri. These two are going to go at it again. And we're going to don't even give us a penalty. It's not even our fault. Yes, thank you. No penalties given. Gonna say, that'd absolutely rip our heart out. So these are got to come into the pit shortly. Because they're down to 40s. DRS is open. We are going to try and get to lap 50, which is going to be very tough on current conditions. We're going to go back down to standard. And Porsche is going to try and extend out. And if he can do 21 laps as well, we could be bang there. So Alex Albon is at lap 50. I want him to get another lap in here because we can just do to lap 20. And you can see ahead, it is Russell. Norris has got ahead of us. He's running 36%. I mean, these are running softs at the moment. But a few cars in the pits. We're going to do a full attack lap now with everything. Surely that Mercedes comes in. Yes, it does. And we will now try a pit 20 laps on the soft tyres. Porsche going around nicely to be able to do soft tyres as well. Can we come back at the end of this race and be strong? We're going to now give attack for Porsche. And this is the lap that we're on for Albon. We're going to the soft tyres. And intervals, not improving, but he's on slow tyres. This is all about having a stronger stint at the end. Come up the hill we go. Don't want to go any further with this. Should be able to get the laps, no problem. In he comes. Porsche is pushing as well. So we're going to give him a bit of fuel and attack mode now. As we go up the hill, Albon, is it going to be better? It is better. It's a 3.5. The team must have had some oranges and Jaffa cakes at half time. And when I say half time, I mean considering they ain't done anything else apart from their pit stop, it might as well be playing football in half time. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll probably do another lap with Porsche, I think. Make sure them some soft tyres last nicely. We're going to go to standard. We're going to top up. We're going to look after... Well, no, we're going to keep pushing on the fuel. We're going to do another lap with Porsche. I feel like that will just help him out a little bit. Let's go top up. And we're now going to pit. It is going to be soft tyres. What is everybody else on out here? Oh, a lot of softs, but a lot more worn than ours. That could be interesting towards the end. As long as we look after the tyres, we could be bang there. Another crash. Who has crashed now? George Russell. Mercedes need a big crash. Turn one. Oh, just come together. And George Russell's going to lose. And oh, the Alpine's going to lose some time here as well. So big accident. Debris on track. That's going to now continue. Piastri is in the pit, so we're going to move up. And now we're just going to try and manage this to the end. So, tyres better than everyone else's. There's not a lot of pit stops potentially happening. We're out the points at the moment. And a time penalty has been given to Esteban Ocon, who's currently 12th. So 5 seconds for him. We'll go back onto neutral. That'll give us a bit more speed. We are closing on George Russell all the time though. 1.3 is the gap. 1.2 is coming down. We could do some damage on that, really slowing that car down. We've already got it up under a second, so we're going to get DRS potentially this time round. Not sure if DRS will open. And not just yet. Not quite in that second yet. Porsche is nearly a second within Magnussen. So as long as we look after tyres, I think these other cars could struggle. These cars ahead definitely could struggle. 67, 66, 58 on the mediums. There could be some struggling cars if we don't push too hard. Up the hill we go. Albon now a 10th behind Russell, who we switched to. And Albon's got that move. We're back into the points. I thought we were going to have a P6 race here. I thought it was going to be brilliant. But turns out, when you have a few pit stop issues and some lockups, you don't tend to finish where you want to finish. Norris is on same tyres as us. McLaren having a phenomenal race with Norris. Piastri's on fresh softs. So down the straight, Russell still trying to keep with us, but it's now 6.2. And let's look at the lap times. 1:10.1, closing on everybody pretty much apart from Verstappen. Porsche does a 1:09.7. That's a beauty of a lap. And we're right behind the Haas. We're going to deploy. Can we get the job done? We need this move nice and early. Sadly, not yet. Can we get better exit? Which way are we going to go? Can we go to the right hand side here? Not yet. That's going to hold us up a little bit. Yeah, now he's going to try. And now Porsche does get through. He's going to give Magnussen DRS though. Kevin, stay there please. We don't want you coming back at us. Oh my god. Magnussen's got... he's letting lap car through. That was the problem there. So Porsche can kick on now. But he'll probably have to get away. Out the way for that Red Bull. That Red Bull's coming pretty hard by the look of it. And Russell trying to stick with Albon. Even on well used tyres. Across the line we'll go. I think it's a better lap from Russell here. It is 2 tenths quicker. We don't want to concede that position though. Porsche up the hill. Verstappen is chasing him all the time. Russell's bang there. We did have a spin for Gasly, and that has put Albon within touching distance of that rear wing from the Alpine. He'll be hurting on tyres now as well, down at 49% mediums, and we're going to make it work because we're through and we are into P9. Doesn't look like, unless anyone's tyres absolutely go off the cliff, which they could do, 34% for Stroll. I mean, we're still quite far behind, and actually he's lapping well quicker than us somehow. But 5.7, that is the Alfa Romeo that needs to quickly get out of the way, please. Please, thank you. We're going to go aggressive. We've got nothing to lose at this point. Up the hill we go. 7 tenths to Gasly. We've dropped him. We're getting a couple more points. But 5.6 is massive to catch. It's a 10.2. It's 1.4 seconds quicker than Lance Stroll. We're going to go attack. We're going to give everything now with 2 laps to go. See what sort of lap time we can do. We're going to push until it goes back down to 0. Just going to give everything. We're going to deploy a little bit too. Now we go back to balanced. We'll go back to balanced shortly on Porsche. There you go. What time of lap time do we do? 10.2 last time round. 10.0 this time. Massive gains on the cars ahead. 10.4 for Porsche. He's losing ERS though quite dramatically. And we're on the final lap. So this will be the last lap for Porsche. He does a 109.4. Albon isn't going to catch. I mean, we've used quite a lot of tyre now. 27% for Stroll. But he is on the last lap. We've got it down to 3.9. That's all we're going to be able to do. I mean, sadly, that's not the car that we need. We're going to go up the hill, though, and Porsche is going to probably look at Tsunoda. And there's another crash. Is that Leclerc and Stroll? It is! Into the first corner. 2 Aston Martins and a Ferrari. They come together. Oh, and they both go off. The Ferrari continues though. Where are we? There's the McLaren. There's the Williams. Come on. Hopefully that's damage for the Ferrari. Albon's up to P8. Ocon's got a penalty within 5 seconds of Ocon. Get out the way, Haas. We have got a Ferrari to catch. Can we catch? I don't think we can. Tyres are 24%, but we are 5 seconds adrift. But he has got a penalty. Can we get within 5 of Leclerc? It's 4.9, 4.8. Now surely ERS is empty, but surely we can get P7 here with Leclerc taking a penalty. He should get 5 seconds. That should drop him down. Russell squeaks a point. Hamilton gets points for Mercedes. And there you go. Max Verstappen, champion again in another season. Charles Leclerc takes penalty. We finish P7 for Albon. and Theo moves up to P13. But what a difficult race in the end, and you can see there we stay where we are. Williams taking 5 points less to Mercedes. It's all to play for still. 40 points is just the gap that we need to close in the last, or they need to close in the last couple of races. Look at that, third and seventh for Albon, and it's a terrible weekend for Theo. Because of them issues, we do lose out slightly on the money, on the sponsorship, as we get some more rear wings, and Theo somehow with that terrible performance improves, and so does the race engineer as well. A few suspensions, I feel like we're going to need some stuff here. Front wing we don't have a lot of. I mean, let's just have a look. Chassis, we've got one left. We've got 2 races to go, remember. It's not medium risk. We probably need a front wing. It might just be a front wing that we need, because the chassis is not even risk, unless we smash up, obviously. So I just think we make one front wing. Just one. That's going to be ready anyway. Do we make a chassis just in case? As long as it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg, it does, but I'll take it. So we've got that in, and everything else I think should last us. But the next race is an interesting one. We've got some driver tension, sort that out. But it's been resolved, that's good. And there you go, 4 in stock for the suspension as well. But we've got 2 races to go. We're in a massive battle with Mercedes. 40 points is the gap. We've got Vegas to come, which hopefully suits us. Let's see if it does. Second top speed, second low speed. Should be very much in the balance. But let's give it a go. Let's give it our all. 2 races to go. Join us for Vegas. See if we can strip Mercedes of points.